say there won't be more right ones. Let's not be monogamous with handbags, but she is. Wow. Wow. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm laughing and I haven't even started this video yet because I've just seen how many pink bags are down there on my floor and how many of them look the same. But before I face that reality, I'm also going to share with you at the end of the video the unboxing of my very latest Dior handbag, so stay tuned for that. This is number 3 of the unboxings that I had to share with you before I went on my little handbag buying pause. This is number 3. I've had this bag, I think, since in and around May time, and she's absolutely fabulous. But before we do that, let's get into my pink handbag collection. This is a requested video and I'm going to go through these in no particular order, and no judgment at how many of them and how many of them are very similar shades. Let's start with this beauty. Number 1 is the Chanel mini rectangle in the chevron, in the lambskin, in the light gold hardware. This is the mini rectangle, which is just one open space with wrappers in there. And there is a zip pocket on the back and a slip pocket here. The chain is not detachable, it is not adjustable, and it is slightly longer than the chain on the square mini. This bag is one of my absolute favourites. This colour I just fell in love with. This is from the 18B collection. It was called purple, but it's very much more of a magenta berry type colour. The lambskin on it is just so luxurious and soft. The chevron, the colour, everything about this bag is fabulous. This colour, can't get past it, and you'll see a theme. But this is one of those beauties that out of all of these bags, I don't think I could ever bring myself to part with this one. Number 2, and we will go back to Dior, and it is the Lady Dior in the small size. I famously said that I would never buy a Lady Dior. They were too elegant, they were too ladylike, they weren't for me, they weren't my style, I was never going to buy one. 1, 2. 1, 2. This one's in the small size, and what caught me about this is my first Lady Dior. This one came along before the sequins one did, and what caught me about this was the iridescent pink hardware. All of the hardware on this is iridescent and is this pink shiny colour that changes in the light, and I just fell in love with it. And I thought that the colour of this bag with the hardware and the top parts of them here are like a gold yellow colour. I thought it just really modernised this bag and made it fun and made it young, probably much younger than me, but just made it a bag that I couldn't resist. And when I saw it, there was just something about it that grabbed me. And so many of the Lady Diors before this, I had looked at them and thought, never buying one of those. And then this came along, and then of course the sequins beauty in the back, and they now bring them out in a lot more editions that are colourful and fun, and they obviously still have their neutrals and their staples from the collection, but there's a much wider choice. And I couldn't resist this one. It is annoying. It has this flap in it and you have to get the flap out. See, it's annoying. You have to get the flap out to get your stuff in and out. So it's not a bag. I would have to really love it. To buy a Lady Dior, the version of it would have to be really speaking to me, because to use it's not easy. It's annoying. You have to move this, and the straps are, and there you go again. This has to come out, straps are in the way, you have to get everything in and out. So it's going to have to be a very special version, a bit like the mini Capucines, which is also annoying to use, but it's going to have to be a very special version to make me buy it, to get past the fact that I love the bag that much that I get over the fact that it's a bit frustrating to use when you're bringing this in and out. Also, I have never worn this crossbody. It does come with a crossbody strap, which is somewhere in this room, but I have never worn it with it. I only carry it handheld. I think when you wear them crossbody, the handles kind of get in the way, or they don't sit right, or so I've watched on a few videos, but I've never worn it crossbody to know that, and I absolutely love this. I'm so glad this was the Lady Dior that made me pull the trigger and buy it. I think she's stunning. I can't see her leaving my collection. She's just a real beauty. Talking about annoying and beautiful bags, and it is the mini Capucines from Louis Vuitton in this beautiful deep berry magenta colour, and the LV on this one is malachite with the gold around it. I love this bag. She's absolutely beautiful. but man, she's annoying. Well, I suppose I can be a little bit difficult at times, and I hope my husband gets past that. So I get past it with her. I get past her annoyance. But if you've watched any of my videos before, or if you're looking to get the mini Capucines, do watch them, because I'm quite blunt in them and it's annoying to use. The flap is annoying to get out of the way. The handle doesn't move, so this is fixed. There is a space for your items, but there's a slit in the middle of it, a piece of leather here, which makes it more difficult to get your items in and out. You're tetrising between the two options of a space. There is a slit pocket in the back here. Then it has this little loop at the front. The little loop at the front is to tuck the flap in behind and make it sit like this. You can wear it like this. You can train the bag to sit over like this and cover the LV if you want a bag that's a bit more discreet and you want it to be almost, if you know, you know. Personally, I like the big tacky logo, so I've never done that, and mine doesn't sit easily like that. I do think it's easier to get the flap in the BB, which is this one over here, to work and sit over the logo than it is on the mini size, so just bear that in mind if that's how you want to use it. Can be done, but would take a bit more effort. But I think she's beautiful. As much as she's annoying, she's one of those bags that I get over the annoyance, and that's why I would say it would have to be a version that I absolutely adore to make me buy it, because she's not the easiest to use. This one comes with the thick guitar strap, which I actually quite like. If I had my preference, I would have it about an inch longer, but I do actually quite like it, although mostly I wear this bag handheld. She is one of my favourites. The colour is absolutely stunning, but since I've went and bought so many in the same colour, she doesn't get quite as much use as she used to. But this is one of the bags that I remember getting and opening, and the feeling that I got when I saw this bag, she's just absolutely stunning. Number 4, and I'm going to include this bag specifically for Jeanette, and it is my Lulu Guinness lip clutch, and Jeanette loves this bag. This I've had for years and years and years. These are very reasonably priced, but they're very iconic. They are a conversation starter. They are an attention grabber. There's something different. I've said so many times that since my teens I've posed for photographs like this, and I've thought that I was fabulous. I still love this bag. I still use it. She's never going anywhere. She's iconic. I love her even sitting in here, and she brings back so many memories. If bags could talk and this lady could talk with these lips, I'd be in trouble. Number 5, and it is the Chanel Classic Flap in the medium in the 19S iridescent pink. I bought this bag because of the colour. I absolutely fell in love with the 19S iridescent pink. They didn't bring it out in a mini. I don't really like the walk from Chanel, so I decided I would get her in the classic flap. I love the gold hardware with this bag. I love the caviar. It's a really beautiful version of caviar. The sheen, the shimmer from the iridescent is just beautiful. She is the traditional classic flap on the inside. And I've used her once for about an hour. I know it's a disgrace at the cost of these bags. I think she's beautiful to look at. I love the colour. I can't get over the colour. She's stunning. The one time I did take her out, I remember the outfit that I put together and I really liked her with it, but you have to kind of wear her on your shoulder. And I don't really like wearing bags on my shoulder because they slip off and they get annoying, and I end up doing this, and it's just not my favourite way to wear a bag. I find for me in my lifestyle, the classic flap is difficult. As I said, I don't like bags slipping off my shoulder. Drives me nuts. It's just a bag that I don't enjoy using, but I do love the look of, but I need to do some thinking about that because that's a huge amount of money. And this is one of the things that in the period of time I've had with not shopping, I've been reflecting on my bags and using them and what I want to use and what I don't. And I think it came to mind and crystallised at that point that I've used this so little. Number 6, and one of my absolute favourite bags in my whole collection, and it is this, and it is the Louis Vuitton Petite Malle in the fuchsia colour. Now this is a pre-loved bag. I had to track this down. You can find the red on the pre-loved market easier than you can find the fuchsia, and if I can find any of these bags on the pre-loved market or anywhere, I will link them down below for you in the description box. But if you want this one, you might have to be prepared to be patient. I waited a long time to get this one, and I came across so many of it in the red before I did in the pink, but I was not settling. I wanted the pink. I think this is absolutely stunning. This is one of my most used bags out of all of my collection. The epi leather is indestructible. I have worn this one crossbody. I've worn this during the day crossbody. I've worn this at night. Doesn't fit a huge amount, but I know that before I'm going out. This is the older version, and just bear that in mind if you want one of these versions. You can see the monogram one up here is slightly bigger. This is slightly smaller. Although, let's be real, neither of these are holding very much. Either of them. They're not. But this one is slightly smaller. It's slightly narrower and neater. You can get these at a really good price though on the pre-loved market compared to what these cost full price. Petite Malle is one of my favourite bags. I absolutely love it. And this one, I just adore. Number 7, and the next one that comes to hand, is my Birkin. And she is just beautiful. She is the Birkin 25 in Togo leather in palladium hardware. She does have a little blue horsey on her. She has the 4 little feet. She is a tote bag. I still don't have a liner in this bag, and I know I need to, because I just throw the stuff in, and she needs a liner to protect her because she's not cheap. And that's a bit daft on my keys and everything. I know it's awful. I do need to get a liner, but she's stunning. Like, she's the Birkin. A lot of people don't like the Birkin, think it's boring, think it's older. I think for me, when I made sure I got the right colour, it's not boring and it's very usable, and it's a bag that I actually really, really like. There are a lot of colours in this bag, apart from if we take work out of the equation, I don't think I would love, but in this one I think she's beautiful. This is the Rose Papri colour, and I was adamant I wanted no variation. This is the pink with a slight purple undertone. There's also a magnolia, which is very slightly brighter, and that was found before this one was, but I wasn't settling. I wanted the Rose Papri, which in my mind is just my colour, and I love it. And I'm so glad I got the Birkin in the right colour for me. In basically the exact same colour is the next Chanel bag, and it is the Chanel Coco Crush in the same beautiful colour. This one is, when I bought this, I accept that she became a duplicate. I already had the other Chanel Mini that I've shown you. I had one that's still down here. I just couldn't resist the colour. This colour, when I see this colour, all sense goes out the window. My bank manager literally does this. Oh, Jesus. He literally groans because he knows what's coming. She is beautiful. She has the gold on the inside. She is the Coco Crush, which means she has this little ball attached to her. You can push the CC in to shorten the strap if you wanted to wear it at a different length. I've always worn it on the longest length and worn it crossbody. I do have a video comparing this and the rectangle mini and the mini ratio if you're interested in any of these. I love this bag. She's very soft. The only thing I will say is this little ball, although I think it's very pretty when it's worn across you, you know, she sits like that, she makes the bag heavy. So I have made the mistake in Milan of wearing this bag during the day, and I have an old shoulder injury and it ached, and I thought for such a small bag and it's a light leather, it would be okay. But the ball just added that much weight that I ended up carrying her like this. I had to take her off my shoulder. She was very, very painful. And it was the ball just dragging the strap down into the shoulder. But she's beautiful. She's going nowhere. She is a seasonal bag, so the leather's maybe not exactly as it would be on the rectangle. On the back Mona Lisa pocket, I do think mine has some flattening of the leather. I thought it was colour transfer, but I think it's maybe the leather flattening down and it makes it look that little bit darker, but there's definitely something going on there as a sign of wear. But I have used this bag a lot. I've had a lot of use out of it, and I don't intend for her to be going anywhere, so that's okay with me. Oh, next is this one. This is the Chanel Decompressed flap bag. I'm not sure if she's called a jumbo flap, but around about that size. I love this bag. I love the colour of this bag. I love that she easily fits under there. You know, that's just so easy to use. I bought the little clip from Amazon to make the strap shorter so she can be worn crossbody. She's beautiful. So what's the groany face for? During this time when I haven't been buying handbags and I've been on my little pause, I've been focusing on bags that I've been enjoying to use, making myself rotate them more. And when I've been wearing bags, I've kind of made myself concentrate on how I feel wearing the bag. And I don't know if I love this one. I can't even believe I'm saying it. When I'm using this bag, I just don't know if I love it. And I know. And I'm doing a lot of thinking and a lot of soul searching, but she is next. It is a fabulous bag. It's bigger, and I think that's maybe therein lies the problem. I prefer smaller bags. You can see I still have my tissues and things in here. She has this flat pocket on the back. She has a big space, like I can fit my book in here if I'm taking the boys somewhere and waiting on them, which is great. She's in fabulous, basically brand new condition. Beautiful, beautiful bag. And when I bought this bag, I thought this was my version of a jumbo. I don't know what it is. I'm not rushing into a decision, but I don't know what it is. Next, and I'm not exactly sure if this fits into a pink bag collection. I suppose it does. It's called Raspberry, which is why I've included it. But it definitely looks more red on the screen. It does have a slight deep pink undertone, but it's a reddy pink. But anyway, there she is. She is a Chanel mini in the rectangle, in the quilting, in the caviar, with silver hardware. This one being caviar means she wears so well. Same as the other mini on the inside. I did use her quite a bit the first time that Bestie and I went to Paris. I don't think I've used this bag in a while though. But when I look at her in the screen there, I think she's absolutely stunning. She's beautiful. She does have this deep colour, especially if you're not out in bright sunlight. She's caviar, which is so good. So easy to use, so durable. She's basically perfect. I don't see any wear. But I just haven't, the last year or so, I definitely haven't used her very much at all. I suppose I've maybe been going for more truer pinks than this one, but she's a beauty. She is from the 18B collection, I want to say, in the raspberry colour. The same collection that the purple one came at the start, the very berry coloured one. That collection cost me quite a bit of money. The last bag in my pink collection is one of my newest bags. This is the first bag that I unboxed from the 3 bags that I had bought, which led to the previous vlog sale and then led to me doing the video about not buying any more designer handbags for a while and being on this buying pause. This was bag number 1. The sequenced mini Lady Dior was bag number 2, and the one we're about to unbox from Dior was bag number 3. But before we get to bag number 3, let's look at bag number 1. She's also a mini Capucines from Louis Vuitton, so she's also annoying to use. I haven't actually used this bag yet. This one though comes with the thinner adjustable detachable leather strap, and this one has the attachments for the strap on the outside. When you have a bag as small as this and you're tetrising your items in and out, that actually makes a difference. Having that on the outside doesn't use valuable real estate on the inside, and it's easier to get things in and out of this one. She has this beautiful, beautiful interior, and she has this stunning handle. This is enamel. It's all to represent broken bits of pottery in the Japanese tradition when they were fixed with gold, and you lovely people educated that to me once I had unboxed this bag. I love that ethos behind this. I think it makes it even more beautiful. This bag's stunning. The colours of this bag, it's just a very, very beautiful bag, and I was grasped when I saw her and I just couldn't resist. She's beautiful. She is slightly easier to wear than the other ones because of the thinner adjustable strap, but oh my goodness, she is stunning. Okay, now that I have shared with you my pink handbag collection as requested, now let's unbox bag number 3. I'm so excited about this bag. This bag, I say that about all my bags, and generally I hope that I don't buy bags at this sort of money that I'm not excited about. When I do that, I know I've made a huge mistake. But this one is absolutely stunning. If you follow my channel, I have had one of these on my wish list for quite a long time. I was just waiting on the right one. The right one had to come. Not going to say there won't be more right ones. Let's not be monogamous with handbags, but she is, wow, wow. She's absolutely stunningly beautiful, and I'm so glad that I'm finally sharing this bag with you, and I'll just show her to you. Are you ready? My newest addition. Isn't she fabulous? I'm now talking at a rate that only dogs can hear. Isn't she absolutely fabulously, stunningly beautiful? And she fits perfectly into this video. She is my newest addition. She is the Dior mini saddle bag. Not the most practical bag, but who cares when she looks like this? She is in the bright, bright pink. She has the pink enamel. The CD on the side is pink outlined in gold, and on this side is pink outlined in gold. She does have a pocket on the back. I don't know what's going in there. We recently had a giggle with Meredith about losing one of her cards. Meredith, you could maybe get your card in there. It's very small and it's very tight. You maybe could get a parking card or a credit card into that. You're not getting very much into it. But that's not really why you're buying this bag. You're not buying this bag to get a lot in. That would be foolish. She's very small, but I'm going to show you, and I'm 5'1", so we're not going to judge small packages. She has this beautiful suede type lining. She's beautiful. And I will do a review of this once I've used it a little bit to show you what fits in this and compare it with the other one. Now, I can get my phone into this bag, which is an iPhone Pro, not the Max, it's the Pro. I can get it in at an angle. Yes, you heard, at an angle, and the top kind of sits out a little bit here, but when you put the flap down, it closes perfectly. So I can get my phone in, which is a bit of a deal breaker for me. I can get a card holder in. I could get a key, maybe not a 4-ring key holder, but a key and a lip product, and that's about it. She's not holding very much, but that's not what she was bought for. She was bought because she looks like this. I know, I've just showed you all my pink handbags. I know, but come on. She does have a crossbody strap. Let me grab that and show you. Still in its dust bag. She does come with a detachable, adjustable crossbody strap, but you can attach this, and she sits, in my opinion, better crossbody than the regular size does, which is the yellow one in the background. I'll pick one of those up and I'll show you a very quick size comparison between the regular size and the mini size. I am a bit worried about myself with these. I would be worried that I want to collect this in all the colours. It's so cool. I really, really like it. It's such a cute bag. It's very mini. Phone fits, as I said, but not a huge amount else. It's very mini, but she's just stunning. There's not really a lot to show you about it. The one thing I will say about this one that I've got is it's a very smooth leather. So you would need to be, as I scratch my nail across it, but I will need to be careful just if there's scratches or whatever to try and buff them out, because it's not a pebbled leather and you are going to see anything on it. But I just think she's fabulous. I know. But I just love her. She has this little handle where she can be carried cross, or she can be carried as a top handle. My thinking on this was in the evening, probably to take her as an evening bag without the strap. But I do think you could wear her during the day. The only thing I will say about wearing her during the day, we've just talked about how annoying the other Lady Dior is and the mini Capucines is. This isn't going to fit a huge amount, and if you're getting your phone in and out a lot, it is going to get annoying, so you need to know that when you buy it. But I thought just for the sheer beauty to carry like this, absolutely stunning. A very quick side by side, and excuse me if I look like a sweaty mess. It is boiling today. I'm boiling in this room. So this is the regular saddle bag, and this is in the grained leather, which would take a little bit more of wear. And then this is the tiny, look at those colours together. Isn't it fab? So this is the little tiny one beside it. So you, like, these don't hold a lot because of the shape. So the small's definitely not going to hold a lot, but I will do a review and a comparison of both of them in case you're interested in these and let you see what's in them. But for today's video, that is the unboxing. I just think she's stunning, and I'm so glad that the cat's finally out of the bag, because she's been here for so long and I haven't been able to show you, and I had to keep moving her in the room. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous bag, and this is the third of those unboxings that I've been talking about. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for joining me. If you have enjoyed any of this video at all, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.